باش میشه اینو بکشم. این تو مخمه. اجازه بده ببینم این کجاست. اینجاست.
They're making a run for it after them.
از زیادن.
Throw out the guns.
اوف. شت بابا شت. چه خبره امروز میشه؟ این بی پدر هم خودم رو فروخت و اصلا هم ریخت به هم داره آبروی منو میبنه میخواد آقا این شرط بخواد کشنام از پشتمون هم دارم میبنن باری کلمه به تو بفروخ اداره بوز شهردشون میگه. سلام، خیلی خوشی اومدیم به یه پارت دیگه از بازی L.A Noire P.t. هم خیلی خوشحالم که اینجا در خدمت شما با یه ویدیوی دیگه. قبل هر چیزی اگر دوست داشتین ویدیوهای منو حتما لایک و سابسکرایب کنید. دمتون گرم. بریم سراغ بازی بدون هیچ حرف و حدیثی. لیتس گو. شروع شد.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
این چقدر بوده که همش پیدا نکردیم. بچه اگه تو اینجا بازی با من همراه بوده باشیم میدونیم که این پرونده‌های مورفین و اینا یه ربطی به اون فلشبک هایی که روزنامه ها میگرفتیم داره. فکر میکنم البته اینطوری باشه. یه مقدارشون پیدا کردیم، یه مقدارش مون دیگه. راست میگه، یه مقدار خیلی کم میشه اصلا پیدا کرد. Let's go. بریم ببینیم که پرونده چی داریم.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
اینجا نزدیک شدم برای اینکه نایش شدم از خود خیابان اصلی میرم. بریم دیگه چیه اصلا؟ این محلیه که قاضی مرده توی کلاب؟
Homicide guys are already inside.
بچه بخش قتل هم اونجا که فکر کنم پریسکی و راسکی و ایشان دیگه.
Back again. We're here about the morphine. Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bo. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Okay. آقا خیلی خبر ناراحت کننده ایه که مثلا با یکی از دوستای حالا دوست اصلا صمیمانه قبلا میشناختیش بفهمی که اووردوز این رفیق گلمون
Pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
میشه قیافش اووردوز اینا نمیخوره، میشه ترکیده گلوله بارونش یادن چیه؟ واو چیزی به درد بخوره نیست فکر کنم. یپ تصدیقاره چی؟ یپ درد نمیخوره، درد نمیخوره. نه 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 دیدم نه تو هم دیدم بابا دوست نکن این کارو با من.
Another day, another dollar.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
چیز خاصی این خانومم احتمالا شاهده اینجا باید باش صحبت کنیم. قبلش بگم آخه باید یه چیز اینجا پیدا کنم دیگه. باید بدن این کبریت بده کنم که شاید یه آدرس چیزی بهمون بده که اون کبریت هم بودی اصلا این چی ها نمیده مالا همین کلابه هست. آره مالا همین کلابه به خاطر همین نیازی نداره که آدرس چیزی هرش بده کنم. این جعبه چیه این پایین؟ چیز خاصی نیست. چیز خاصی نیست. نمیخوام الان باید صحبت کنم. این چمدونه چیه؟
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
احتمالا یه جاساز چیزی باید این تو باشه دیگه.
What's that click?
اوه یه صدای چی بود؟ ببین گذاشتیم سرجش یه صدایی داد.
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
این تیکته پرونده‌های قبلی هم بود.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
تو پرونده‌های قبلی هم بود این تیکته بعد نمیدونم چیه به چی مربوط بود یادم نمیاد. که سرنگه.
Kept his stash close at hand.
مرفین همین دوتا بالایی قاشق داغ میکرده شیشه میداده چیکار میکرده؟
Never the same, are they?
اوکی اینم دیدم دیگه.
You'll have my report when it's ready. Right now, you want to be examining evidence.
اوکی این چی داری؟ آقا سراغ این تو هم اومدی؟ خب آخه این بیلتسون بوده این فکر کنم همون رفیقش بوده. ببینیم که تو دستش چیزی گیرم میاد. نه دستش چیزی گیرم نمیاد. شبیه سی جیه. شبیه سی جی نیست انصافا. آخه شبیه سی جیه. صدای چیز میده گردم هیچی فکر کنم تو جیب کتموتش باید دنبال یه چیزی بگردیم.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
همون محموله های قبلیه. اوکی این ور یه بار دیگه این کله رو صداش خوشم آمد. نه چیز خاصی گیرم نیامد. چیز خاصی گیرم نیامد. ترجیح میدم بدم این طرف بدم این طرف چی گیرم یه صدای موزیک هم فقیقا نداریم. اینا باکس های سیگاره.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
چه عالی. اینجا اسلحه هست؟ اوه تامپسونه؟
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
اوه آقا اگه یادتون باشه تو فلش بک هایی که توی روزنامه که موقعی که روزنامه پیدا می‌کردیم یه فلش بک هایی میزد، اون فلش بک ها توش توضیح میداد که اون شخصیته که توش نشون میداد از کشتی، یعنی تا اونجایی که ما دیدیم توی ویدیوهای قبلی، شخصیت اون روزنامه دزدی کرده بودن از کشتی ارتشی و محمولهاشون دزدیده بودن و خیلی صحبت روی مورفینا بود بیشتر که میخواستن بفروشن و اینا اگه خاطرتون باشه. الان مشخص شد که علاوه بر این داستان اسلحه و اینجور چیزا هم سیگار و اینا دزدیدن، یعنی کلش واسه اوناست. کل کشتی خالی کردن. دمتون گرم. روزی هم میکنید اینجوری روز. اوکی. ببین این چی بیشه اینجا؟ سرکاریه با علکی دولده. ساعت لاش کنم چی بود؟ اینجا هم چیز خاصی قرار نیست گیرمون بیاد. بریم اکس اووره، بریم فعلا با این رفیقمون صحبت کنیم.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the L.A P.t in here today already.
آره دیگه بالاخره.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
اینجا یکم مشکوکه چون که این روز آفش بوده و حتی کم نداریم که الان بخوایم بهش استناد کنیم. بس همون شک رو باید بزنیم.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you?
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
احتمال داره ادی هم بخشی از سود دزدی کشتی و شریک بوده باشه و آمده باشه این کلوب رو خریده باشه، چون چیز خاصی هم که از کلوب نمیدونسته و اینکه
What now? Back to the station. We need to speak to someone on the robbery detail.
سهیم بوده باشه و اینکه بعد نزاع بر سر همین جنسای دوزی بوده که اونا به رگبار بستن. خب من میگم بریم اول اتاق آبی. بریم اول اتاق آبی ببینیم چی گیره.
How well did you know the owner? Goldberg? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony.
You survive the war, then get blown to pieces
اینجا
back
این
home. It
بغله.
happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to...
آها بلوروم الان یادم اومد اینجا خیلی من اینجا خاطره ها دارم اینجا بعد از اون میمونم همیشه بر اسکار میمونم اینجا حالش خیلی یه آقای سیاهی بود اینجا جلو در وای میستاد.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
اینم که همون
I've
میگه
told
جک
you
فورس
1,000
که
times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Head Officer. We have work to do.
اوکی مورفین مازاد
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
تو بیخود
A
میکنی
lot
یا
of cats are into
میکنی
the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
واچه نظر شما چیه؟ شما چی فکر کنم قیافش حقیقت من میزنم
I'm not looking to arrest users. I'm after the supply.
You just don't get it, do you? Some people can't live without heroin.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about the subject?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, Detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words and very noble. But words are just words, Corfabs.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
بابا به نظرتون ما برای چی تا فردا صبح وقت گرفتیم؟ چه اتفاقی قراره بیفته؟ من که چیزی نفهمیدم. یعنی یه مقدار شعار بود داستان اینا. احتمالاً میخواد اینو تعقیب کنه به یه جایی برسه. احتمال میده که حسا بره سراغ این مواد فروشا. اوکی؟ بابا چرا که میگی؟ رو باید خیلی ریز و دقیق من تعریف کنم. بهترین تعریف کننده دنیا بعد از کوبویازر لقب گرفتم. احتمالاً که بذارت ها رسیدیم. خیلی آروم آهسته خیلی یواشکی دنبال السا میریم ببینیم امشب کجا میخواد
Move in. Risk losing the trail.
وایساد در این آپارتمانه وایساد. من فکر کردم اون ماشینه هست اشتباه شدید. معذرت چه آپارتمان باحالیه. وسطش هم آبنما داره. چه مردم عصبی این چرا اینقدر بوق میزنین؟ هیچکی هم تو خیابون نبودی؟ اوه رفتیم این آپارتمانه. خب الان وقتشه که بریم اینجا فالگوش. چه اتفاقی قرار بیفته؟ اینجا در زد. من قرار نبود اینجا. اوه
L.A P.t. We're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
He just refuses to accompany me to church.
در مورد اتفاق دیشب
Thank you, waitress.
حرف نزنیم بهتر.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
LAPD. We have some questions.
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Eaga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
مافیای شهره تو مواد مخدر. همونطور که توی ویدیوهای قبلی یادم نیست ویدیو چندم بود سر همین میز داشت معامله و دیل میکرد سر مورفینای دزدیده شده از کشتی توی روزنامه‌های گم شده. البته 100% این مظنون که هیچ دیگه اصلا 100% خودش تو کاره دیگه. چی بگم بریم بپرسیم.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
خب
Find a seat.
چیز خاصی هم شک کنم.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment.
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
خب اینم که داری دروغ میگی. ولی همچنان مدرکی نداره.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is L.A.'s most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the L.A. P.t. and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
آقا متوجه شدین دیگه که چه اتفاقاتی افتاد دیگه. یه کسایی هستن که دارن کارشکنی میکنن، خب چون منافع دارن و نمیخوان که این اتفاق بیفته. یه قاضی مرده.
Harry, you got a minute? Sure, Cole, anytime. You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 club? Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down
چیزایی که اینجا گفت
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
نه اینا فقط کارکنانش باشن یه ذره
I'm homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk. Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to one round.
اقلامیه که
Yeah, the bum took a
دزدی
swipe at me.
شده. خب
Put him down with my
ببین
Yeah, I'm
سیگاری
thinking
که
of moving up to a
هست
45. I want to put him down to one round.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 club.
Need a drink. I got the jitters
چند
again.
تا بوده 400 تا
Yeah, the bum took a
300
swipe at
تا
me. Put him down with my sap. I want to make
This is the
homicide.
crate we
I mean, you
recovered.
know you've made it if you got that desk.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A.
2 تن مورفین بوده 2 تن و 500 کا
Need a drink.
تعداد مورفینایی که دزدیده شده عجب
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
چیز خاصی پیدا می‌کنیم. پاتریک،
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
جک، مایکل،
I say we
دیوید.
bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair.
استاد.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got us.
Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But Goldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar. Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car.
Oh! آقا فهمیدین دیگه که چه اتفاقی افتاد. اتفاق این بود که بچهای یگان این، یعنی تقریبا دزدا خود ارتشیا بودن و دزدی کرده بودن از اون کشتیه. من تو طول مسیر توضیح میدم که چیزی هم دست نده. بعد عرضم به حضور شما که اون آدمی که کلوپو خریده بودم ارتشی بود. کلوپ 111 خریده بود ارتشی بود، یعنی جزو همین دسته از افرادی که بوده که احتمالاً دزدی کرده بوده و اومده اون کلوپ رو خریده، ولی الان دیگه کشته شده. چرا؟ چون تجارت مورفین کسی رحم نمی‌کنه. احتمالاً هم خب کار همین آقایی بود که الان رفتیم باهاش صحبت کنیم سر میز. ممکنه کار همینجوری باشه. فعلا همین الان دیگه از این سراغ اتوبوس.
Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units to respond. Code 3 identified.
اتوبوس کجاست درگیری؟ اوه تامسونایی که دزدیدن احتمالا. آقا چرا مردم بی گناه میزنی؟ بی شور، بی شرف، بی خانواده. پلیس هم زد. عجب بی شرفیه. بچه این اینجا نمیشه زدش که. خیلی درنگه. تامسون هم داره اصلا یه نگاه کنم مردن. ترجیح میدم واسه همین جوری همین سیستم بدیم با خشمش تمام شد بزنیمش.
Stay down. You're clear. Go.
شاید اصلا باید بریم رو پشته رو. شاید اصلا باید بریم هم بالا بزنمش. پایین نمیشه. اینجا یه راهی پیدا کردم. بریم بالا بزنیم. پایین زد.
L.A P.t, drop the gun now. Clear, go.
اوه بیا این طرف دوستم. من بتونم بزنم خواهد.
Cease and desist.
مرد؟ این بود؟ من فکرم این رفیقشه. همین این؟ نگاه کن اتوبوس چیکار کرده بیشتر خوش اومدی بیا جسد تیر انداز را بگرد جسد تیر انداز را بگرد چیه تیر انداز اسمسش چیزی نداره نه بریم سراغ پارت
Phone number and restaurant table.
Phone number and restaurant table. فون نامبرش که نمیدونم فعلا نمیدونم به چه کارم میاد ولی احتمالا یه روزی به کار اون جیبش هم چیزی نداشت دستش چیز خاصی نداره لوپ اصلاحشون نمیشه برداشت احتمالا که از همه اسلحه های ارتش دیگه
It's one of the BARs.
هم اسلحه هایی که دزدیده شده بوده اینم خیشاب شده خیشاب چیز خاصی نیست
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
راست میگه دیگه یارو 300 سال اینجا داره زندگی میکنه چه سرخپوسته مثلا تفلک
You hear anything about the big heist on the Cool Ridge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
بچه من احتمال میدم این میدونه من شک رو میزنم
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
خیلی اطلاعات مفیدی ده.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
این هم داری دروغ میگی آخه ببینم من مدرکایی که پیدا کردم چیز خاصی دفعه تیرانداز لیست توی دفترچه تیرانداز اسم آلوارو رو ذکر کرده خب پس آلوارو رو باید میزده طرف باید آلوارو رو میزده اما الان جون آلوارو رو نجات داده حالا اینا باشو کنار آلوارو الان میگی مثلا نمیشناسم این تیراندازه کی بوده با توجه به این دفترچه تیراندازم که من نمیتونم بیام ثابت کنم که بتونم میشناختی نمیدونم این داره دروغ میگه بذار من اینجا از غریزه استفاده کنم و حذف یک جواب اون که خودم میدونستم چه حقیقتی
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook.
آخرم همون کاری که خودم حدس می‌زدم اون کردم
Cohen
درست
thinks
بود
because
جواب
we were on
داد.
the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
الان خوب بودم همه سوالا رو درست تقریبا جواب دادم. دوست دارم که تو این ویدیو من کلین شیت کنم و تمام سوالا رو درست جواب بدم.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second.
این کورتنی شلتون
Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks.
این کورتنی شلتونی که اسمش رو بود من احساس میکنم همون بنده خداییه که توی فلش بک رو من میبینم با اون دکتره و اینا کار میکنه. من احتمال میدم که اول این ایده پلیس هالیوود رو مثلا چیکار کنیم.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Posey, we need to go and brace Jack Kelso.
Anyone arrested?
بابا اومدیم الان ایده پلیسه هیچی گیرمون نیومد. من خواستم این دیگه رو ذکر کنم. این مسیرش هم مثلا دیگه ولش کنم. الکی بود. بریم جک آلسو بریم سراغ جک چی بیرونیه بچه تا جک فعلا آپارتمان کلسو جک کلسو.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Uh-huh.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you
come
downtown. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. Pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
هم شما یادتون میاد یا نه ولی توضیح میدم اگه یادتون نیومده باشم. اجازه بدید که الان وقتش هست. آقا این اگر یادتون باشه اون بنده خدایی که تو فلش بک های روزنامه‌ای با اون دکتره و اینا داشتن کار میکردن با یه مشکلی خورد با اون دیلر اصلی مواد مخدر که توی رستوران باهاش رفتیم صحبت کردیم. این اومد به دادش رسید دیگه. تو معامله خیابونی هم این اومد پشتش در اومد دیگه. این هم یکی از افراد توی جنگ بوده که از اون کشتیه فکر میکنم اومده بیرون و رابطه صمیمی هم با اون دوست عزیزمون داشت. پس این کاملا در جریان و ارتباط با اون محموله دزدی هست.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in L.A. trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
خب اینی که داری دروغ.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You'd better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
چه حالت چهرش طبیعیه، یه جا رو نگاه میکنه تون هم پلک میزنه ولی تون پلک میزنه تون پلک میزنه ولی نمیدونم چرا احساس میکنم میدونسته ولی خیلی سخته الان نمیدونم حقیقت شک واقعا موندم ترجیح میدم حقیقت رو بگم.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
اینو دیگه داری دروغ میگی اجازه بده من ببینم که نمیتونم به این رب بدم اجازه بدین اینو از غریزه استفاده کنم شک
You wouldn't know why Eddie McGoldrick had 3 of them.
The goddamn fool.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
اینه دیگه داری مثل سگی دروغ میگی ولی بازم از غریزه استفاده کنم خیلی سخته این یارو واقعا خیلی سخته خیلی من دفعه یاد داشتم و نگاه کنم ببینم که شک
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. Victim is Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
یا اول فصل جون یه سری آدم ها در خطر بودو بریم واقعا چند نفر دیگه از دوستان قراره کشته بشن
That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
جک آدم وفاداریه. هیچ وقت رفیقاشو لو نمیده. مثل جک نباشه. مثل جک باشی ببخشید. مثل جک باشی.
Just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go
on, get after him. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. It's no good. We need to get closer.
Getting
close. Steer him off the tar. I can't hit a target that isn't there, fellas.
Oh shit!
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
Oh shit! چی کار کردم؟ خودم نفهمیدم. That's great player. خب صحنه جرم تو کوچه جرم. ببینیم که جسد چی پیدا میکنیم. این کله مله هاشون خیلی حال نمیده. کتاشون رو بگردیم فکر کنم کافی بشه. اسم
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
یه جاسوس داریم. مدرک رو وردار. من نمیدونم چون مدرک رو ما ور نمیداریم. چرا؟
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
نکنه اینه قبل اون نمیدونم قبل اون ملاقات توی رستوران کلن شون بود. I don't know.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
یه جسد داره میره. این جسد گناه داره. این کیه؟ من چرا نمیتونم بررسی کنم. این روزنامه چیه؟ بریم یه فلشبک ببینیم فعلا.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl. Detective. Administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain L.A P.t cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the L.A P.t and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
من از همون اولم به این بیشرف شک داشتم، ازش خوشم نمیاد. نمیدونم این چرا انقدرش اعتماد کرد. و اون شب حالتا نشون نداد چه اتفاقی افتاده. اصلا نمیتونیم راجع به اون شب صحبت کنیم چون ما ندیدیم. چیزی با چشم خودت ندیدی و قضاوت نکن. و اینکه خیلی پدر سوخته ای، خیلی پدر سوخته ای. اینکه نمیشه این جسد این یارو هم ببینید. Let's go. اسلحه‌اش چی؟ اسلحه‌اش هم همونه دیگه. رفیق گلمونه. این ماشینشون چیزی پیدا نمیشه. گمون نکنم. کامان اوره بیشرف.
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
بریم سراغ این تئاتره. بریم این تئاتر چی رو میاد؟ تئاتر شیرینی گرامن 4-40 دقیقه بعد از ظهر. و اینکه یادمون باشه که شورلن و فورمن هم امشب قرار ملاقات دارن تو رستوران. دیگه منم داداش این صداوت میشه یه دالا تیراندازی قطع کنیم مغزمون.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
تغییر کردن اینا خیلی سخت شده و هوایی خیلی راحت بود.
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Getting close and steer him off the tar. Keep it steady and we'll try to bust his tires.
نمیتونی یه لاستیک بزنه.
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
بزن دیگه یه لاستیک دیگه بزن دیگه. عصبانی میکنی.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
چجوری زنده موندی؟ گفت مرسیه که فکر کنم این دکتره اومد دوره داشت جسده ما رو یه جمع میکنه. کلا اینم که افتاد. اجازه میدادی حداقل بررسی چیزی که کتشون یه نگاهی مینداختیم.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about it in the paper.
The heck?
بریم دیگه اونجا که دیگه جسده رو بردن. این داره پست هالیوود. داره پست هالیوود ببینیم چی داریم. Let's go, let's go. داره پست مرکزیه. داره پست هم دارن میزنن. آقا چرا همه هر جا میرم میگه بار گلوله است. شت بابا شت. چه خبره امروز تو این شهر؟ بی پدر نکنه رو فروخت و اصلا هم ریخت به هم داره آبروی من میبنده میخواد برای این چیز میخواد کشنان از پشتمون هم برن میبنن باری کلمه به تو بفروخت داره بوز شهردش میگه بریم جلو
Give me some goddamn cover. How long do you think you can hold out?
یه نفر دیگه
Move, I got you.
اینجوریه من سریع فقط یه چیزی رو نفهمیدم الان دارم پست چرا حمله کردن اینا چرا هر کی میرسن میخوام بکشن این هنوز زنده است
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. It was worth a try.
حتما نمیتونه ای مو
God.
بابا این دستشو ببین دیگه
Polar Bear Ice Company. You really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
ناخی چیز دیگه این نیست حداقلش اینی که ارزش امتحان کردن داشت این تو کتش هم نمیتونم ببینم چون یا سر این چشاشو نمیشه ببندیم داداش این بعد جنازه چشاش باز بشه گناه داره چشاشو ببند فقط همین رو هم تونستم الان ازش اطلاف بگیرم و بگردم این چی؟ اینو نمیتونم ببینم بچه این
You better go find out what happened here.
اسلحه رو نمیتونم بردارم
They weren't even his prints, and he still confessed.
چی یه جسد دیگه هم اینجا داری اینجا هم که اینا رو نمیتونیم ببینی نرو تو کثافت مدارک رو بین میبری تو دستش که هیچی نیست بریم کتشو ببینیم جیبای کت از همه چی مهمتره یه کوکب دیگه
Looks like Sheldon's bringing his own fire team with him.
Okay. Nothing. تو دستش Nothing. Head. صدایی میده خب اینم از این
Majewski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
آدمای خوبی بودن
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
آگه کرده حرف خوبی زده ببین تا ابد نمیشه در برابر وسوسه و مقاومت کرد محل ملاقات بریم چی گیرون میاد احتمالا اینجا درگیریه دیگه
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
منم میفروشی بیشرف من یادم نمیدم نمیشه اینو بکشیم قبل اینکه این بخواه من لو بده خواهش میشه اینو بکشم این تو مخمه. چرا به ما شلیک میکنی؟ اون یارو رفت.
On the roof, Cole, nail him. Keep moving, I'll cover you.
این روف هم زدم داداش. بازم هستم.
Are you trying to get yourself killed?
اشتباه شد. چه شانسی آوردم. این آدم کرد. یکی دیگه هم هست. پشتمونه هم اینجاست فکر کنم. اجازه بده من اسلحه اینو میتونم بردارم. آره اجازه بده ببینم این کجاست. اینجاست.
They're making a run for it after them.
زیادن.
Throw out the guns.
Oof.
Wide open here.
نه. یه ذره با شاتگان پشت رو میزنم فکر کنم سخت.
Kill a cop. And it's the electric chair.
بیا بیرون.
You're clear. I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that list.
APL to Car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. A Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
شلدن اومده شخصا با ما صحبت کنه. احتمالا به خاطر کاری که من کردم تمام نقشه‌هاش رو ریختم به هم و در و داغونشن. این جسدهای اینجا که احتمالا ارزش هیچی نداشتن که من بخوام بگردم پیدا کنم. اجازه بدید من اینجا یه دقیقه اینو به پلیس هالیوود رو لوکیت کنم ببین. و اینکه واقعا ناراحتم. اصلا کلی پرونده خیلی رو مخم نرفت. خیانت این پارتنرم رفت مخم. من احساس کنم که اون قضیه اون زنه یه چیز دیگه است. این حسم. من دارم پاپوش درست کنم ولی خودش رسوا میشه. بدم رسوا میشه. این اصلا اولش یعنی دادوش اومد گفت میخوام با اجزاد آشنا کنم. من یه حدس و گمانی داشتم نسبت به این داستان که خواهد یه همچرکتی کنید. سر اون پروندهه بود که سینما رو تلکوندی.
In my office, if you please. I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
نذاش من بازجویی کنم.
And throw my head away.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war. You're in interview too, Phelps.
There's a quack in there with him.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
صاحب شماره 2 کجا شد؟ اینترویو 2.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
اینجاست. یه وکیل هم واقعا این وکیل نیست این دکتره.
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, That's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
چرا نمیتونم گردن تو نزم؟ گردن توه دیگه، تو اومدی اون محموله رو دزدیدی. یه ذره شرف داشته باشه. اجازه بدید من یه دقیقه اینجا رو نگاه کنم ببینم چی دارم. اینه.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
اعتراف بکت.
Jack isn't scared of you, Phelps. And none of us were. We just followed your orders.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
You can't expect me to thoroughly blind eye, can you? No way.
اجازه بدین دفعه با دقت نگاه کنم. که اعتراف بکت کار خاصی نکرد. کارت ویزیت لنیفینس که مدیر کل شرکت یادتون. این میتونه کمک کنه. فکر کنم.
You were smoking a cigarette in the other room? You see that new package? Ooh. I have faith in the Lord. Do you, senor? Can you take these papers out? No, you will. Wait, do you guys need me to stick around much longer? You need me to sign some papers or something?
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
خود اعتراف بکت اینجا بزنیم چی میشه؟
We finished here, Cole?
Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You were Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective.
Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an L.A P.t officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
زنش هم داره میره.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
تو بچه های دروازه خواه رو کرد. خیلی پاپوش بدی بود. امیدوارم پاپوش بوده باشه. خلافش ثابت نشه. What's going on? آقا سوالات درست زیادی جواب دادم. اون دو سوال آخری که اشتباه جواب دادم خیلی ناراحت کننده بود. اینو به کنار. ماجرا اینه که میخواد نشون بده که ماجرای به این مهمی دزدیدن محموله مورفین، اسلحه، سیگار، قاچاق، درگیری‌های خیابونی، کشت و کشتار، این همه اتفاقات ناراحت کننده، این همه اتفاقات فاجعه بار تو همین پرونده که ما الان حل که رفتیم جلو، فکر میکنم بیشتر از 20 نفر کشته شدن اگر اشتباه نکنم، حداقل 20 نفر کشته شدن توی درگیری ها. خب همه اینا اهمیتش کمتر از خیانت، حالا برفرض اگر باشه، کمتر از خیانت یه پلیس یا یه افسر یا یه کارگاه نمیدونم. میخواد نشون بده که رسانه، قدرت، نفوذی ها، همه اون کسایی که دوست دارن اونطوری که خبرها پخش بشه میتونن کاری باید بکنن که یک اتفاق خیلی کوچیک مهمتر از یک اتفاق فاجعه بار باشه برای تو. اونو دغدغه میکنن برات. من این اپیزود رو خیلی دوست داشتم، خیلی حرف داشت برای گفتن، با اینکه شاید خیلی خوب نتونستم توش بهتون توضیح بدم چون انقدر مخفی ماجرا بودم که اصلا خودم رفته بودم تو داستان، قشنگ داشتم همزاد پنداری میکردم و چی باعث میشه که یه سری سربازای خیلی خوب جنگ اینطوری بشن. دمتون گرم که تا این ویدیو رو تماشا کردین، خیلی خوشحالم کردین. اگه دوست داشتین حتما لایک و سابسکرایب کنید و ما رو به دوستاتون معرفی کنید. دمتون گرم. تا ویدیو بعدی. خدا نگهدار.